Greetings planty people and welcome back to my jungle. So long time no speak, I have been on a holiday to Holland to see my family, but now I'm back and I'm ready to talk about plants. Side note, if you ever go to Holland, their plants are so cheap, but I couldn't take any home because you have to get a plant passport or something. They had a alocasia frydek about this big. Guess how much it was? £24.99 in euros. So that's about 22 pounds. Ridiculous. I'm so sad I couldn't take any home. I went to this really big garden centre. I was in heaven, but in hell at the same time because I couldn't take anything home. So sad. Just another excuse to move to Holland, I guess. Anyway, let's get back on track. So I just went to the garden centre by me because I needed to get some bigger pots for my avocado plants as I brought them in because it's getting a bit chilly outside and I need to repot them. I know it's probably a bit late in season, but they're desperately in need. Oh, I also got this. It's a Ashenanthus Mona Lisa. Guess how much? This is also reduced. Oh, £2. I've been wanting to get into more of these waxy leafed things. Very happy about that. But the pots I got, how cute are these? So I got another bigger one as well. They're made out of recycled plastic from the ocean, so that's nice, isn't it? I love the colour. Hello, hello, hello. But the star of the show, because I always look at the discounted plants. It's big and heavy. Oh! Now I know it doesn't look amazing, but I really want to save it because it was all... Blah, 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 can't talk. It was only £4 and it would have been £39.99. And if it doesn't live, it's okay. It's still a bargain for the moss pole, but I would like it to live. I am a big fan of Syngonium. I think this is a pink butterfly variety. I don't think I'm going to repot it though, as it's a little bit late in the season and I don't want to shock it too much. But I've already showered it because I think it's got aphids. I know. Bit of a task, but I'm willing to try. I'm going to start off, you know what, I'm going to prop you up on the plant pot. There you go. It's a bit wonky. Needs to be a bit more securely in there, the moss pole does. But I'm going to start off by chopping off some leaves. So anything that looks a bit not great, bye. So I've always been quite a big fan of Syngonium, but I've never really gotten any, but recently I got the milk confetti, the mojito, where are you? Mojito, I got an elbow, and I've had my tri-leaf Syngonium for absolutely ages, but I've never had one of these, and I wasn't in love with it at first, but now that I'm more into Syngonium, thought I'd give it a go, and for £4 you can't really go wrong, can you? Turn around. Oh yeah, there's still some aphids on here. That's okay. Yeah, so aphids, see if I can show you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna chop that bit off. Right, can you see that? That's absolutely disgusting. They're actually one of the easier pests to get rid of, but a plant this size, it may be quite a task. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. I also might chop off a bit to propagate just in case it doesn't work, if it perishes. Oh, actually this part of the plant looks pretty healthy, so I'm going to keep that. Chop you off. Oh, you're infested, you're infested. Now you're probably thinking it's a bit mad for me to buy a plant infested with aphids, but I do like a challenge. I do like a challenge. A while ago I bought a Hoya Bella, and that had, I think it had spider mites, but I saved it. I got rid of the spider mites and it's looking great and it flowered this year, so goes to show if you try really hard and you're very, very careful, you can save a plant. Should we have a look if its roots are popping out? Okay, I think it's okay. It's in quite a chunky mix, maybe a bit too rich, but like I said, I don't want to shock it too much either. Okay, so I've taken off quite a few leaves. I'm going to take off a few more, and then I think I'm going to unravel it from the moss pole and reattach it. Okay, so dead leaves, dead leaves, dead leaves. Now let's unravel. Now this is the tricky part because it's going to flop everywhere. So let's snip. I think some of the roots have already started to attach to the pole, which is very good. Very good news indeed. I never know which ones to start with first, like the main bit or the smaller bits. Let me know what you do. I think first we're going to have to untangle a bit. I think I'm going to do this main. See this big old stem here? Should we do that one first? So I'm going to be attaching with these moss pole pins. I've even used a paper clip when I was desperate. You just kind of bend, or you can use string if you want it to go more around, but it's really up to you. I'm going to have this one more to this side because it's got this big healthy bushy bit here. Okay. First bit secured. Good, good, good. It's really awkward to film this because I have to kind of... Already looking much better. This bit's getting quite tall. I think I might chop this bit off and propagate it. I'll chop you there, I think. Make sure you're going underneath the grow points so that you can plop it in water or moss or whatever you fancy, and it'll root very nicely. Let's reattach. That already looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Just a little bit. And for the next stem, I managed to find, I think I've mentioned it before, but I've been wanting to get a variegated philodendron scandens, but they seem to be extremely expensive, and I'm not really wanting to buy a very expensive plant at the moment, as I've not long bought my elbow. I'm on a bit of a low buy, I know I always say that. I managed to find one on eBay for I think £11, and that's marvellous. I think it will be arriving in a few days. I might end up showing it to you guys anyway. But yeah, I've noticed that people don't realise that Syngoniums love to climb, as you can see, and when they climb they're happier because they don't need as much energy, and I find you get much bigger leaves anyway, but I feel like that goes for any plant really. Okay, you're secure. Okay, we've got one last bit, and then I'm going to give it a good old spray with bug spray. Also, bear in mind when you propagate Syngonium, they leak this milky milk and it's not very nice, and it can stain and it can be an irritant to your skin. So keep that in mind. It's a bit gross. Now I think that looks 10 times better. I think that looks pretty good. It will look a bit messy at first, but it will kind of go towards the pole. So I look forward to that. Is there any other more places that I need to secure? Have a look around. I might put one there just to be safe. Just careful not to poke yourself with these pins. They are quite sharp and I have had a few injuries. Okay, and look at her. I'm very happy. Very, very happy indeed. Let me know what plants you've saved in the past and how they're doing, because I find it very interesting. I like to save plants. I find it very satisfying and you can get a good deal. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave all my social medias down below. Let me know what videos you want to... Let me know what you want to see in the next video, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.